In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting review of the new Tierra de Ensueno Reposado. This is the red label one right here on the Tequila Hombre. Coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting and review of the new Tierra de Ensueno Reposado. This is the red label one. They have two different ones that they've made, a red label and I believe it's a green label. So if you find the Reposado, you'll know that there's two different kinds. So if you see a green one, a red one, they're different. I'm not sure about the green one, what that's involved, but I'll get into details about this one next. Okay, so like I said earlier, they have two different Reposados, a green one and a red one. The red one is the one we're going to review today. Now, the red one, and the reason why they picked red is they actually call it a Rosa, a Rosa Reposado. It is aged in Rioja wine barrels. Now, if you're not familiar with what Rioja wine barrels are, Rioja wine is a wine that comes from Spain, and it's typically a red blend sometimes, but sometimes it's straight Tempranillo grapes. So sometimes you can get 100% Tempranillo. I just had 100% Tempranillo Rioja last night for dinner and to enjoy. But they also do blends where the majority of the grapes used are Tempranillo for Riojas. So it's typically a very fruit-forward, balanced wine, a little bit of tannic notes and stuff in it. It's more of a hearty red, so we should look for some of the notes from that in this tequila. Now, I'm not going to go into how this tequila is produced because I've done it before. I will put a link to the Tierra de Ensueno review I did before so you can see how it's made. It is a collaboration that involves Sergio Cruz. So this I enjoyed the first Blanco, and they rested it in bourbon barrels, and I think the one that I tried originally, the Blanco, was rested in a Woodford Reserve barrel. So they haven't sent me any of the other lotes, recent lotes for the Blanco, but I'm excited to try this Reposado in the Rioja barrel. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the tasting portion and see what this tequila is all about. Now, for some of you that don't follow me, you might want to follow me on the Hombre Cave channel, because I've been doing some wine stuff there, wine making, because of how similar, actually almost identical, tequila production and wine production is up to the point of distillation. So I've been tasting wines from all over, and actually I made a Tempranillo batch before, so I have used the grape before, and I do enjoy the flavor profile of Tempranillo. So it's all good stuff. So let's see what this one, and if you're wondering if there's any other tequilas that have been aged in Tempranillo barrels, yes, there has. The Dos Angeles Caídos Rosa is actually rested in Tempranillo barrels from Valle de Guadalupe, from Mexico, not from Spain. But Spain is really one of the regions known for their growing and use of Tempranillo grapes. All right, so let's take a look at this in the glass. Looking at it in the glass, it coats the glass beautifully. You can see the legs and tiers starting to form at the top there. Look at that. Looks great. Looking at the tequila itself, it is a medium amber color. Nice red hue to it, which is nice. You're going to get that from the red wine, of course. Looks beautiful, crystal clear, nothing floating in it or anything like that. So that looks good. All right, so as you know, when I do these reviews, we always talk about it. We taste with our eyes, our nose, and our mouth. We just tasted with our eyes, so let's taste with our nose now. So let's see what we get on the nose on this. Really nice, sweet cinnamon and baking spices coming through from the cooked agave. Nice Highland cooked agave. You can pick up a little bit of citrus on it as well. Some nice vanilla notes, like dried apricots, or maybe even like dried papaya notes coming through on it. So dried fruit. hint of caramel and some dark chocolate notes coming in as well. I am picking up a little bit of grape on it, a little bit of a nice tart cherry grapish kind of note coming through as well. But it has a nice sweet cinnamon overnote on it with that vanilla and caramel and dark chocolate coming in as well. It smells wonderful. It smells really nice. It smells like a great Reposado. All right, so let's get into the tasting portion now. So this is my first sip of tequila for the day, so let me acclimate my mouth. I believe it's 40%, right? 42.8%. It is 42.8% alcohol by volume. So let me get my mouth acclimated to 42.8%. Neighbor's dog's going a little crazy today. Okay, things have settled down. Salud. Nice, silky, oily mouthfeel to it. Really nice sweet cinnamon and baking spice note. Definitely getting some like apricot, a slight hint of cherry in it. Some vanilla and caramel notes coming through, nice dark chocolate. And one thing that's really interesting about this is it has kind of a heat pepper bite to it. But instead of burning like in the throat like some of them do, it kind of bites your tongue, which is kind of interesting. A little bit of heat on the tongue, not a whole lot. It seems to have simmered down a little bit now. But really nice notes. Sweet cinnamon and baking spices, a little citrus in there, a little cherry note coming through, some apricot, like dried fruit, vanilla, caramel, little hint of grapiness in there as well. And a little bit of salinity on the tongue, and I'm sure that's coming from the well water that they use, the mineral-rich well water. It's a really enjoyable Reposado. Definitely could sit and enjoy this with a good stogie. Definitely a nice afternoon, evening sipper. Really nice flavor profile to it. You're picking up a lot from the barrel, picking up some of the wine notes as well. Well balanced, well done. This is one I thoroughly can enjoy and thoroughly recommend. So I'm going to rate this one a strong 4 agave. If you haven't tried it, I recommend picking up a bottle of the Tierra de Ensueno Reposado Red Label, rested in Rioja barrels. This is really enjoyable, and I really recommend it. So if you like the information I included in this video, make sure you click the thumbs up and give me a like. If you're new to the channel, bienvenido, welcome. And if you like reviews that are unbiased like this one, as well as informational videos that are unbiased, honest, straightforward, not influenced by anybody, then you've come to the right place. Make sure you click the subscribe button right there and the notification bell next to it, so that way you get notified every time I post a new review or informational video. And you'll have the information you need when you go shopping for tequila, either online or at a store. So you'll buy something that you'll enjoy and not something that you'll regret that you bought afterwards. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So hey, if you pick up a bottle of the Tierra de Ensueno Red Label Rioja Rested Reposado, you'll be in good shape. It's good. Salud. Bye, guys.